Sarasota woman is still missing 6 years after her disappearance. Investigators aren't giving up hope after receiving a tip in the case.
Plus, the death toll from Hurricane Michael keeps rising. We have the newest stats.
According to the American Migraine Association, 36 million Americans are affected by migraines. We'll take a deeper look at the maze of migraine treatments and what's best for you. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
You're watching ABC7 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Dwayne Lindo. Thanks for being with us. Scott has the evening off. Topping our news tonight, it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. You're looking live right now at the downtown Sarasota, where just moments ago there was a downpour. Thanks to these showers, the weather is about to drop off a couple degrees. So let's check in with the man, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, with the first alert weather forecast. Bob?
Thanks, Wayne. Some big changes in store for us here on the Suncoast. We've had some pretty heavy downpours as of late. Those showers continue to push off to the east as the front moves to the south. Now, the temperatures are not all that cold right now, but will drop significantly over the next 24 hours, and those winds are going to pick up. This is going to be a noticeable change here along the Suncoast, and it's not going to be the best of beach weather, I think, over the upcoming 48 hours as the cold will settle in. Some big storms in the Polk County, that line stretching all the way down into central Sarasota County. It moved through Anna Maria Island, also into Bradenton, Palmetto, and Parrish. Now that has since shifted off to the east. Right now, the heaviest rainfall near Osprey, stretching up on Siesta Key, near Turtle Beach, and then to the northwest of that, the rain was heavy at times. Still a chance for some showers through this evening, but the heaviest rain will be sinking southward into Nokomis and into Venice here in the next half hour or so. As you see that line pushing off pretty quickly to the northeast, but it's dropping to the south slowly at around 10 miles an hour. So it'll take a while to get down into Nokomis. Down to street level we go. You can see that rainfall now near US 41, near Vamo Road, and also near Palmer Ranch, stretching out toward Honore and then I-75 and up near Verna. Pretty heavy rainfall right now. It's not going to stick around long, but it will be there at least for the next 15-20 minutes. And then we'll start to see some changes. That cold air will start to move in again tomorrow. Much colder throughout the day Tuesday, and then could see some wind chills in the 30s by Wednesday morning. We'll talk about that coming up in just a few minutes. Jacqueline?
All right, thank you, Bob. Topping our news at 6, Sarasota County detectives have reopened a missing persons case after getting a credible tip.
The search came up short, but they believe you can help with their investigation. ABC7's Erica Jackson joins us live from Sarasota County with the most recent developments in the investigation for a missing Sarasota woman.
Dwayne, Jacqueline, good evening. Patricia Scala was known as Erin to her friends and family. She was living with her boyfriend just off of Bee Ridge Road at the time of her disappearance. And now the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office has found themselves back at that spot 6 years later.
You think it's a movie, it's something on TV, it's not going to happen to you.
Lynn Scala watches a lot of TV specials on missing person cases. Now she's starring in one. She reported her daughter missing in 2012, 1 week after she last spoke with her on the phone.
So many things go through your head when somebody goes missing.
Erin's live-in boyfriend told Lynn that he dropped her off at a hotel on US 41 after an argument. Lynn posted hundreds of missing person flyers around town. 6 years later, no one has seen or heard from her.
I have been optimistic for the last 4.5 years, but when some tips started coming in slowly here and there, then I started losing that hope, which is sad.
Sarasota County investigators spent years interviewing dozens of friends, associates, and neighbors. They examined bank account statements and other electronics, but their search came up short. Detectives found themselves back at Scala's boyfriend's home in September 2018 after getting a reliable tip from an acquaintance of Scala's. That person suggested she may have been killed, with her remains still on the property of her boyfriend's Sarasota County home.
We saw him going in with shovels. We saw him going in with like trash bags and stuff.
Detectives spent 2 days searching the property, but were unable to find any evidence.
They didn't find anything. And that's what was the weirdest part.
Lynn is thankful for that tip since it's giving the case more attention than it ever received. She hopes it will motivate more people to share what they know.
I know that there's people out there that know what happened to her, and I'm hoping somebody comes forward.
The sheriff's office has not named Aaron's boyfriend a suspect or a person of interest. Lynn Scala says she doesn't know if her daughter is dead or alive. She says right now all she's asking for is closure. Anyone with information is asked to contact Sarasota County Crime Stoppers. Reporting live in Sarasota County, Erica Jackson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Erica, thank you. We now have an update on a shooting in Palmetto last week. 77-year-old William Andrews is still in jail for allegedly assaulting his neighbor over an argument on an air conditioner. Deputies say at some point Andrews pulled out a pistol and fired several shots at his neighbor Joseph Prisco. And his wife Brenda says he even hit her with a brick. Andrews is being charged with attempted murder. There's no word on the condition of the two victims.
A Charlotte County man accused of drowning a sheriff's canine is now in jail. Deputies say Matthew Johnson has been on the run from authorities for almost 3 weeks. He was originally a suspect in a robbery at a 7-Eleven in Port Charlotte. Last Sunday, deputies got a tip about his whereabouts, and as he was running away, canine Sparta caught him, but Johnson dragged the canine into a nearby canal and started drowning him so he could swim away. Johnson is now facing several charges, including theft and offenses against a police dog.
Meanwhile, detectives in Charlotte County are trying to identify the man in this video wearing the black shirt and hat. In this surveillance video, you can see him picking up something from the shelf and walking away without paying for it. If you have any information about his identity, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers.
And here's a reminder to always keep your eyes on your belongings at the airport. The man in these surveillance photos is accused of stealing luggage at the Southwest Florida International Airport in Fort Myers. You can see he pulled them off the carousel and ran with them to a car that was waiting outside. If you recognize the car or the man in these pictures, you're being asked to call police. We have new stats tonight of exactly how much damage Hurricane Michael left behind across Florida. Authorities announcing today the death toll now climbing to 43. The Florida Division of Emergency Management says more than 11 counties in North Florida had at least one fatality. The one with the most, though, was Bay County with 23 deaths. Michael slammed Florida's Panhandle last month, and people who live there are still slowly recovering.
Another child has now died in Florida from a flu-related illness. Health officials now announcing not exactly where in Florida the child lived, but this marks the second to die in the state. Multiple news outlets are reporting that the child was not vaccinated. We're in week 46 of the flu season, and a total of 24 outbreaks have been reported so far, 6 of those in the last week. The Department of Health urges people who have not been vaccinated yet to do so as soon as possible.
A hospital in Sarasota is hosting a diabetes awareness fair in recognition of National Diabetes Month. Encompass Health Rehabilitation Hospital will be hosting that fair this Thursday. Multiple vendors will be at the event from 2 to 5, presenting the latest cutting-edge technology in diabetic treatment. They'll also offer information on nutrition, medications, and other community resources.
Still to come on your Suncoast News, how you can protect yourself from Cyber Monday scams.
And tonight we're taking a deeper look into the many different treatments that are supposed to cure migraines. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
To be able to just get my son here and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do it yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
My California closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. first time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closet story.
Get the best Black Friday deals right now during the Black Friday sales event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. The Ram 1500 has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy for 6 years running. Right now, get the all-new 2019 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $26,999, or save big and get up to $10,000 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do.
Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000.
Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Experience true automotive luxury at Sunset Maserati, Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
ABC7's official Suncoast Hurricane Guide arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit. Download yours today at mysuncoast.com.
Well, if you didn't brave the stores on Black Friday, you still have a chance to snag some super deals without even leaving the comfort of your own home. According to the National Retail Federation, 75 million people are expected to take advantage of internet bargains this Cyber Monday, meaning that more people will be on the web and also more scammers will be lurking for those to fall vulnerable to online scams. Now, here's a few ways you can try to make sure you don't become a victim of identity theft or get scammed out of money. The Sarasota Police Department says you should use a secure connection and make sure you only visit secure websites. Now, you'll know if it's secure if it has the HTTP in the web browser. Also, use credit, not debit. By doing so, you'll have more protection online. Debit cards are, of course, linked to bank accounts, which can lead hackers directly to that information.
If potentially your debit card number gets compromised, then you have to kind of figure out, well, does that person who has my information have access to my checking account? Could they clean my checking account out? And while you may be able to get those funds back, it can cause a whole lot of headache, and you're trying to decide, do I need to close my checking account, open a new one? Where if it's a credit card, it's a lot easier process.
Another huge red flag is if a retailer asks you to pay with a gift card. While paying with a gift card does help keep your credit card number private and safe, it should never be a requirement for a purchase, and it's also a popular way for scammers to steal money. Some good tips there.
So hurricane season ends this week, just in time for your birthday?
Yeah, right at my birthday, November 30th. That's right.
It's like you were made for this.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You know, things are looking much better as far as hurricanes go. This is typically the time of year you don't count on. Sometimes you get a rogue storm out there in the Atlantic, but it's unlikely anything going to be a problem for us. But it was a problem for Florida as well as the Mid-Atlantic coast states earlier this year with Florence and then Michael. You know, you said earlier it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. Well, take a look at this. This will make it feel like Christmas. This is featured, by the way, on a lot of the papers, and we're featuring it here right now. Tammy Thompson and her husband in Northport. This is 1563 Arundel Avenue in Northport. Again, that's 1563 Arundel Avenue in Northport. They have a show 6 to 10 every night with music and everything. Those lights moving all over the place. Boy, they are motivated right there. We have the big Venice Boat Parade taking place this weekend, and we have the Sarasota Holiday Parade taking place on top of that. Van Wezel webcam showing a fairly nice day today, warm one too, and then here come the clouds and here comes the showers. A little rain on the lens there, still some showers around, some moderate to heavy rainfall. Big changes are in store. We talked about that earlier. Cold front, a very strong one, is coming down. Temperatures will really drop tomorrow throughout the day. The Cold front's still back here. That's where the actual front is. This is the prefrontal trough. We always get a little bit of that action early, and right now it doesn't appear anything too rough. We see some gusty winds, some very heavy rainfall in this thin line of showers that you see right here. It did generate a few lightning strikes, but not many, more so into Polk County right now, but the heavier rain as well up near Cedar Key. You can see other showers are out here. Although you had a pretty good downpour in northwest Braden and Anna Maria Island earlier, well, there's more rain behind this, so expect periods of showers, and there's even a chance for an isolated thunderstorm, mainly with this line that we're seeing right now move through Osprey near Nokomis, and the rainfall rates up to 2.5 inches an hour estimate from the Doppler radar site there into central sections of Manatee and Sarasota counties right now. Not as heavy into Osprey near Palmer Ranch, getting some rain. That's near East Bay Street, some light to moderate precipitation. Here's the forecast and the futurecast showing that band of showers moving through. By around 10 o'clock it should clear, but then we still have these periodic showers moving through on into Tuesday morning. By sunrise tomorrow, those winds will start to pick up out of the northwest. It will usher in some pretty cold temperatures, especially Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, and into Thursday as well. Once the front clears, those winds will pick up, and you'll notice a big difference there. Hourly planner calling for some clouds around to start things off, but notice temperatures do not warm much at all. Mid-60s for highs tomorrow, and with a strong northwest wind, it'll make it feel even colder. As far as the lows go tomorrow, as I mentioned, in the upper 50s, low 60s, highs tomorrow only into the mid-60s. And then Wednesday morning, we're talking lows into the 40s, and there's a potential for a wind chill into the 30s on Wednesday morning. Current conditions, we have some clouds at 71, so still pretty warm out there. The pressure 2994, and the high today did manage to get to 81 degrees and 66 the low. Those temperatures are going away. 66 will be closer to our high tomorrow. As far as the highs go tomorrow across the U.S., well, cold in Minneapolis, Chicago, Cleveland, and into St. Louis as far as that goes. The major winter storm is winding down over the northeast right now. Here's the 7-day forecast. For boaters, by the way, small craft advisories tomorrow. Much cooler, highs only into the mid-60s. We'll start off very chilly on Wednesday morning. It will be windy and cold, although there'll be quite a bit of sunshine. Highs will struggle to get to the low 60s. Staying chilly on Thursday morning. We start to warm up again for the weekend, and then some showers enter the picture. It looks like over the weekend, high temperatures will be back into the low 80s. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you. Well, you either know someone who suffers from migraines or perhaps you struggle with them yourself. It's the third most prevalent illness in the world, affecting 39 million people in the United States, according to the Migraine Research Foundation.
But what's the cause? Is there a cure? ABC7's Taylor Torregano takes a deep look inside the many new, vastly different ways to treat this disease.
It's a pain you can only truly understand if you felt it.
But you think you can fight it. You think, you'll get better, drink water, whatever. It just gets worse and worse and worse, and it's to the point that it's debilitating. Any noise bothers you, any light hurts. I mean, your hair hurts. The pain is so bad.
Christina Perez got her first migraine in 6th grade. For years, she tried different treatments. For years, nothing worked.
I grew out of the peds neurologist and I went to an adult neurologist, and he said, you're on way too many medications. This isn't healthy for you. You've been on it for such a long time. You need to get off the medication. I recommend Botox.
What many assume is just cosmetic was the one cure for Perez's pain.
And they inject 9 to 14 injections all in my forehead, and it's just all in my hairline, right here, and my temples.
After exactly 3 months, Perez says she starts getting those headaches again and needs to go back for more. But without Botox, she wouldn't be able to live a normal life.
It is day and night. I could live my life without fear of, am I going to get a migraine tonight while I'm out having a great time, then I have to go home. It's amazing. I would recommend it to anyone. It has changed my life.
Different people have different triggers. For some, it's stress.
So we do salt therapy here. We are a salt therapy center.
Salt therapy is a form of stress relief. If you come into Salt of the Earth with a migraine, Diana Manugian will recommend a treatment in this salt room.
Being in our main space, it's very quiet. You're relaxing for a full 45 minutes. There's 0 electronics, which most people don't even realize what a difference that will make in their stress level, just having 45 minutes unplugged.
Another option, the heated salt bed.
This bed is amazing for pulling inflammation from the body, toxins, relaxing the muscles. Like I said, it has a micro massage to it, as well as light therapy. And we also do energy work while you're on the bed, or reflexology, hand, foot, head massage, which also is a great way to help with headaches.
Minimally invasive, but it might take something more hands-on to make the pain go away.
I'm a doctor of Oriental medicine.
Dr. Sarah Balderston says the pain of a migraine is most commonly a result of stress, your diet, or a vitamin deficiency.
When I see migraines, and all pain in general actually, there are multiple causative factors. And with migraines, I often see a combination of weakness in the core or upper back and tension, extra tension happening in the neck.
Her practice uses blood tests to find and treat any vitamin deficiencies. To treat the tension, acupuncture.
Acupuncture treatment is probably one of the most relaxing things you'll ever do. I mean, even more relaxing than a massage. Because when you have an acupuncture needle, which is the size of a human hair, and it's flimsy and it just bends, and all you do is you use the guide tube to shoot the needle in. This point in particular is large intestine 4, which is really great for migraines. And you don't feel that, barely at all. If anything, I feel more like an energy and something tingling up my arm, not a nerve tingle, but just like an opening.
From Eastern to Western medicine, we'll have part 2 of the new age treatments for migraines coming up at 11 p.m. I'm reporting from Sarasota, Taylor Torregano, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Taylor, thank you. When we come back, we'll check in one last time on the weather forecast for the work week ahead.
You could hear the gunfire just around this wall. Ground zero. The children. What's your name? Almost every home here has sustained damage. We're glad you're okay.
Oh, thank you.
Back on the job.
Back in the job.
ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
It's a brand given life by craftsmen with seductive Italian styling. The Alfa Romeo Giulia. Stelvio.
Get yours at Sunset Maserati, Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real. You can recover. It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Introducing the ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker. This all-new mobile weather lab is just one more way. The team you trust is keeping you ahead of the storms. The ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker, sponsored by Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician.
Mark Zupan, part of the U.S. Paralympic rugby team. In my game, movement is everything. I get frustrated when my move is blocked, especially when that guy has no right to be there, even just for a minute. I love a challenge, but I don't like to play this game every day.
A message from the United Spinal Association.
Many websites selling medication may look professional and legitimate, but the vast majority of sites selling prescription drugs are doing so illegally. Criminals use websites to sell counterfeit medications that may contain life-threatening toxins. Dot Pharmacy is a website verification program that helps you identify safe and trustworthy online pharmacies. Purchasing medicine online can be safe and easy. Just look for pharmacy to the right of the dot in website addresses.
Well, Bob, you showed us that picture of the Christmas decorations outside. I'm starting to put mine up, but other people are as well.
I got mine up today. I finished today. I started yesterday. Yeah, it was a little warm, but I got them up, and things are looking good. Not nearly as good as that photo, though. I'm going to show those photos on our Facebook page, too, so you want to go there and check them out. I got some video, efforting some video as well.
Yeah.
So a heck of a show. We've got a show right now of showers around town and some heavy rainfall at times. Still more developing out in the Gulf of Mexico, so we had some heavy rain in Anna Maria, Northwest Braden, more on the way, and the line of showers down there near Venice as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Bob. Well, World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We'll see you again at 7 and 11.